Okay, maybe this is better. Sorry, guys. Looks like I'm gonna have to redo the whole thing. And maybe somebody saw my ads for some of the stuff here and some on YouTube. Anyway, looks like I'm gonna have to redo everything. And if anybody's still listening and watching, I sure appreciate it. I thought my mic was running. I thought I had I have a blue mic in front of me. I was looking at it, talking to it, and completely didn't realize it's not even lit, and I'm not hearing anything. So because I'm not talking, nothing happened. Okay. Looks like I need to apologize to everybody watching, and thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, click subscribe and like. If you haven't, please do. I'm hoping to meet one of the lady in my life, maybe possibly. Um, she's I've been talking to her for a while, and in my mind, she has like two of my kids, or and her I met her father in my mind. Seems like a pretty good guy. Anyway, not the anyway. Um, they might only be in my mind, but they might be in real life. I'll never know when I'll meet them. Anyway, please click like and subscribe. If you haven't clicked like yet, click like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe. Please check all my channels, um, like these ones down here. Yeah, this one here, the what says um, the HTTPS who be Michael Gouldy. If you go there, you have a link to all my stuff. Um, I don't know if I'm getting in trouble because of other things. I don't know. I may be called a foreign combatant, but since I'm working for the worlds and the world is this world, then I guess I'm working for this world also. And if that happens, well, life goes on. And if all of our souls are in that world, and I work for that world, then our ancestors would be proud of me, and I hope to be proud of them. And I was hoping to make that world at one because we were attacked. I was hoping to make it free, and I wanted it to have the same values as Washington. Um, you know, not and Abraham Lincoln and all those wonderful people we call presidents. Except I don't want it to be like Trump because unfortunately he the burning of Washington only happened twice, and the attack on Washington happened. There's two been attacks on during the Civil War. They didn't attack Washington, two but the British did, and they learned not to do that. And I guess Trump didn't because he got reelected. And I'm a big fan of him, though. I wrote letters to him. I wrote letters to have him write letters to my brother. I watched him on Apprentice. I enjoyed his. If I ever meet the guy, I'd love to talk to him. But unfortunately, I don't know anything really about him other than he's a billionaire and he's the president currently. And maybe I'll go in trouble and go get sent to hell for it. And I run into people out here in California that love him, and I'm in the Republican area, and I'm a Republican, but you know, I might be a Gouldy party though too. Unfortunately, that's what my great grandson chose as the party when he did the party for the other worlds, and then somehow I got drafted into becoming their president, and life went on. Now I'm their vice president, and I don't know if I am or isn't. It might just be all in my mind. It all might be tutti frutti, and if it's tutti frutti, then it's tutti frutti. Anyway, I do have all these channels on YouTube. I don't know if I'll be ever successful as a YouTuber. I do unfortunately have other things that show up on when I click down here with other. If you look at the very beginning, I am a male and I make several bad errors. One, I do watch porn sometimes, and the girl I'm talking to in my head, and I'm actually physically meet. Uh, won't allow that. She's gonna beat the shit out of me if I do. And my sister definitely doesn't allow it. She's very anti-porn. She also is a great mom, and she has great kids. I'm very proud of her. I'm proud of all my sisters and brothers of this earth and of all those of the other dimensions I'm connected to, and all the family I do have. This is Michael Gouldy or Space. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Here's my links. It's at Hoobie, Michael Gouldy. I'm a CS reporter, press, media, trying to go back to Return 2026. Please check out that. And then kind of gave me on Mozilla Firefox if possible. Since Mozilla's been out the longest, Netscape Navigator started, then Microsoft did theirs, and then Google did theirs, and now everybody uses Google. But I like Mozilla because it's been the oldest and it's open source. I wish they would be supported in the cloud gaming ring. Um, Sim Racing live stream on that should have been on Sim Racing with Michael, but it's on my live stream on this current channel, Spaces Box. Post a Mech Break, a new Mech Break game, and post a podcast video from Spaces Box on gaming Michael Gouldy with Michael Gouldy live. Donation requests, prayers, a copy around the web, charities that I hope you support. Tomorrow is Giving Tuesday. Check out my charities list, or if you don't want to check out my list, just search Google for charities, or it is Giving Back Tuesday tomorrow. Tomorrow, Tuesday, Cyber Monday is today. Giving Back Tuesday is tomorrow. Give back. If you don't want to do any give back, maybe just do it with your family. Take your daughter to a movie. Take your son to a movie, or go see your uncle or aunt or somebody you haven't talked to in a long time, uh, you know, do something special. That's what's called Giving Back Tuesday. A letter to the Republican Party. My Google Drive with all my stuff about my books and everything else is on it. Letter to letter Spaces newsletter. If you want to join me on Spaces Box newsletter, I do have a newsletter on all my websites, spacesbox.com, my X, my LinkedIn, my Facebook, my uh, thing about free world versus Chinese Politburo and GPU, CPU, GPU, and AI. I'm concerned. China recently has banned all Western or NVIDIA and some other cheap chips, GPUs and CPUs, but they still have clones of our GPUs and CPUs that they haven't banned. Um, and there's also open source GPUs and CPUs and GPUs. Everything in my book, uh, my my list on YouTube of all my channels, plus all my. Um, if you look at this, you can see um, all my podcast. If you haven't done a podcast, you might want to look at it. If you need iPhone translation software, you go into another country, you want to talk to somebody in that country. Um, this is my YouTube stuff. It lists all my channels through my account. It also lists my my letters I send out to people trying to get them to send me stuff for a review. My newest channel is this one, game footage, me working on my OBS, and then it starts showing you all my podcast results. This has been the podcast has shown me that I can get free advertising through podcasts through YouTube since it's new through YouTube, and it's really creative how YouTube has been able to help people with make bringing a new type of employment to the United States and other places around the world. And this video, I don't know if how good a video is. It's not a good video of me. Um, don't know why I left it in there. If you need to translate something and you're in a different country and you use an iPhone, these are the ones I recommend. Um, if you want to get something else, there should be a Google, Apple one, and there should be a Google one if you're on an Android device or something. And there's also some on TikTok that if you're on TikTok, you put them on your, like, just like these headphones, and you can, somebody will talk to you in a different language, and you hear in your language. When you speak to them, you speak into a mic, and it then speaks back to them in their language. I don't know if that's true or not, but I saw it on TikTok, so it might be. There's my channel, Spaces Box. Um, Check out my live streams, my podcast, my Reset Clan, and my podcast there. My my Michael Goldie live game footage and all different games, live EA games, some of games from Steam, and then some games from um, the big makers of all games. I use everybody, and my podcast from there. Last 8 minutes show you my financial stuff. RC planes and drones. It's another channel I create. That podcast. Vegan Works with Michael is my one of my smallest channels. It's just vegan stuff. I try to keep it completely vegan. Um, Vegan Works podcast. Michael Goldie voice stories. My laptop being killed, and it's a gigabit laptop. I don't know why, but it's completely killed. I completely took it apart in this video, and took it and tried to hook it back together. Tried to um, do stuff on the CMOS to see if I could completely reset their CMOS. I wasn't able to do anything about it. Also, I did have to repair my desktop. The same video. Both of them were dead by by my voices, and I got my desktop to work again. That's the desktop I'm currently using to talk to you. It's a socket 5 AMD, and it has a old NVIDIA GeForce 370 card, and it has um, um, a 6700, I guess, and not the top of the line. It was a deal through Micro Center, but it was when I bought it, it was through Amazon. It's completely paid off now. I bought it with a finance program called I don't know their name, but I bought it. It's completely paid off, and then I also got some other stuff from a friend helped me to make sure the machine would work, and he told me I don't owe him anymore. I do feel like I still owe him, but he's a great guy. My virtual reality podcast, my games footage interviews from IGN and other places. This is just um, affiliate marketing. My cooking with space, my cooking podcast, RS Plus. Really nothing there. Sim racing with Michael is my biggest channel. Unfortunately, now my will is completely down. I don't know how I'm going to do anything with it. I need to make some money. If you look on Sim Racing with Michael podcast, you'll see my podcast. If you click on add Sim Racing to Xbox Cloud Gaming, you'll see that you can help Cloud Gaming possibly get sim racing or flight stuff. What my thought was, if we could get Cloud Gaming to support flight stuff, USB controllers, USB hard drives, and USB other devices, we could use like a TV as a monitor and play a game on it. We can use it as a computer. We can also use um, we can hook up sim racing equipment to it, still be able to play just on a TV. You know, what has some type of Linux or some type of other, running that cloud gaming stuff. But then you also have stuff that you want to do hardware, regular laptop, desktop, Android, or whatever, Linux or Windows or anything. You can still do it with your stuff. Um, my letter to all the people I know in the computer world, trying to get them interested in possibly doing it. Shadow's response from me, they say that they can do sim racing equipment, possibly. You have to have low ping. Playing with Space Racer, um, that, my video of me playing a game that I love to play called, and trying to learn it and trying to teach it. And there's also, you can play up to 4 player on that game. It's really cool. My dad's website, Heart Institute for Care, Dr. Gouldy, and he's was a cardiologist. He always wanted to get people information would set them free. Also, they could control their health and make wellness their main thing in life. Um, Patreon, if you want to link to my Patreon and give me some money, I'm trying to have a Patreon membership. It goes. I haven't got anybody to donate. I have memberships. Starts at $5, goes to $80. I'm trying to make some money to able to make something. Donate to me via PayPal or Michael through PayPal. If you have voices in the U.S. government prescribed or other governments attack you because you're talking to this other dimension I'm connected to, you may be a victim, and that's schizoaffective or schizophrenia, but it might be just something else. Gaming as a gaming therapy, rare earth minerals. Why did we live Afghanistan for rare earth minerals? Also, another question was on Afghanistan. We brought people from Afghanistan, and we left a lot of innocents there. What died, and we also um, on Afghanistan. The show I liked watching was United States of Al. What happened? Why did it? Was it canceled? Was it just a shitty show, or was it interesting? And I liked the story because it was a guy that came back from Afghanistan with his buddy that was a Marine. Uh, I know somebody that I have some family as Marines. I have family that were in different armed services. I can't really talk about my family because last time I posted something about my family, I got in trouble. So I won't post anything about them, but I'm proud of them. AI making up stuff, hallucinations, black market GPU stuff. What Gamers Nexus did. Gamers Nexus thing about this the Saudi EA deal. My poll about it. Rare earth minerals, sentience are fully sentient AIs like slaves back before the 1864. Would the what my question about U.S. dollar versus BRICS versus Bitcoin? U.S. dollar next poll. Um, do I get banned from these companies? I don't think so, but they're. I would love to meet them, get to know them, and do works works with them. Could Wall Street bail us out if BRICS sold all of our securities and we need Wall Street to pay for everything? Um, white hand, blue eye attack. That's what happened to my car. If I came out to my car, my beginning of the week, my key would not work where I could even enter my car. I had to use key fob, and then now I got dye on both sides of my car. Then I hand on my doorknob and additional comments about that. My Apex game, my open source smartphone, phone that might be a smartphone, open sourcing the Google Android operating system or making something like that, and also open source processors. Sim Racing with Michael, Sim Racing with Michael 2, both on Spaces Box. It should be on Sim Racing on with Michael. If you go Sim Racing with Michael live video, you'll see actually me selling. If this is, it might be on that right now with this YouTube with me selling the Cyber Monday and Veterans Post. These some links to people that advertise and represent that don't represent me, but they advertise, and I try to help them. And some I don't even advertise it, just like their company, and that's why they're here. Humble Bundle, I have not made any money off them. I would like. I've tried to become an affiliate, but they do their when their bundles go to some of the money when you buy a bundle, some of the money does go to charity. I like how they do things. I wish they would have a fifth they have three sections. I wish they had a fourth one just for music, so people could enjoy music. That like if somebody like Jelly Roll came up and said, "Put my music on there and make it music." So and it goes to charity. It's a kind of and it's Giving Tuesday. You might check them out. Cat Country, my sister's website, my friend's website, and their friend's website, and their friend's website. Handyman RV repair that help me repair a radio, social media advertising, trade it with their Pure Phone, um, Pure Phone again, Smart Tech, a PC Cooler, Republican Party, September 6th attack on Wikipedia, Bernie Washington on Wikipedia, Spaces Box. These are websites I do own. Spaces Box, Sim Racing with Michael, VR with Michael. Now, Sim Racing with Michael is going to be a serious problem because I don't have sim racing. I have a cockpit, but no wheel and pedals now, or my my wheel is completely broken. I'm I'm trying to get it working again. Maybe I can get it working. Maybe there's a fuse or something that's an issue. I'm hoping. I don't know what's going to happen or not. and then there's VR with Michael, Michael Gouldy Live, and Dr. Robert Gouldy. People that quit Trump or ran against and did not get his support, and I feel they followed their heart and brain when they did choose to impeach him. Now, I don't think I think he could have done something different. Still support him, just didn't. You know, they did what they felt was right. You, if you do something you feel is right, you shouldn't really persecute. If he's doing something against me because he feels that in his heart is right, his brain is right, good for the nation, I understand. But if he's doing something against me or against my family because he's just not being nice and he thinks and he's evil, then I think I have issues with it. Liz, and these people, figures of speech, or people that are in the thing I wrote to him: Benedict Arnold, Joe Biden, Electoral College, George III, American Revolutionary War, Constitution of the United States Bills of Rights, separation of powers. Last thing is just added was release of the Epstein files, affiliate offers, Spartech, join me on time, refer me as a friend on Capital One, Keel Meal Plan, and CPU. Those are the translation stuff. This just shows the podcast on my channels. I'm gonna go up here and this is actually a link to iFixit, my laptop video. Um, it does not power on. The two videos I did of it when I was using it, I liked it. A performance review, and a video of me doing the upgrade. And this is the story of me repairing and dying. It's on iFixit, and the right to repair. I'm a big fan of the right to repair. This is the Google Drive. Um, Related to Trump in my book. This is my open letter currently. I do want to work with people. I hope and pray that things will get better for me. If they do get better for me, then great. If they don't, I'm trying to do the best I can. Um, have a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year, and enjoy your Black Friday. Enjoy your Cyber Monday. Also, do think about doing Giving Tuesday. Um, Humble Bundle. Um, they're doing a Black Friday sale right now. Um, deals under 5 at 10, 20. handheld strategy, role playing, survival, great friends. They have all these Black Friday, 2K, Bellessa, Capcom, Sega, uh, CD Project, Team Red, 505, and some are Microsoft. I guess Microsoft and EA um, and maybe the other game maker isn't on here either. Most of these are Steam based, but you know, some of the games are looks like they're Steam, Windows, Apple, and Linux. If you come here and do their bundles, just say we do book bundle. Let's say you want to be a hacker. You click on the hacking bundle here. Hacking, no search press. Um, it goes to Electronic Foundation, Frontier Foundation, the sports and donation go a PayPal giving fund. Subject to this policy. Um, Electronic Foundation is a nonprofit that defends your rights. The digital world, world-class team of tech-savvy attorneys, activists, and technologists fight in the courtrooms and Congress to protect privacy, free expression online and through the world. And if you go here, bundle details, it says what it is about, and you also can go here, and this is looks like Haru made $100 donation. Fagner Counterstrike made $100. This guy made an looks like um, European EU money 72. Anyway, this is top leaderboard. If giving back, you're giving back to a charity. You can buy the stuff for a certain price, but you can also give if you pay certain price, you get it, and if you pay more price, you get more. If you just pay $1, you get maybe one book. If you pay 40, you get all the books, and if you pay even more, you just help the charity out. You can also change the level of how much what goes to your charity and stuff like that. If you want to do this as Giving Back Tuesday, you can always do it. There's a bunch of different stuff on here. They have games, books, and software. I wish they had a fourth thing, music. Anyway, I'm also on X. I'm not the best person to be on X, but I've been on X for a long time. This is my personal account. There's also business accounts. My chat, they just redid some neat stuff by encrypting stuff, and these are the companies I tried to get interested, and some other women asking me if they could do ads for me and different things for me. Um, we also have the gork and subscriptions that you can have on. You can go premium on for one, currently listening to Cyber Monday, and 10 for 40 Premium Plus. Um, I don't see their other deal for Gork because Gork has its own deal too. Gork, um, write me an ad about giving back Tuesday and and how it can make you happy and help your spirit and spiritual life. This Tuesday, skip the shopping, choose Giving Back Tuesday. After Black Friday and Cyber Monday, chase the next deal. There is a quieter and more beautiful moment. Happy Giving Back Tuesday, the day we pause, open our hearts, and give to those who need the most. It's not it's not just charity. It's medicine for your soul. Science is and centuries of spiritual wisdom agree. When you give with no expectation in return, something magical happens inside you. Real happiness isn't found in what you get, it's at least what you give. Studies have act generosity light up the same reward as for centers of the brain that eating chocolate or falling in love. Giving lovers stress and reducing anxiety and even lengthening your life. Your your body literally rewards you for the feeling good hormones like oxytocin and serotonin. Spiritually, every act of kindness is a prayer in motion. Whenever you call karma, grace, tithing, or loving your neighbor, giving your connection to something bigger than yourself, and reminds you, I'm not separate. I am part of the whole. This Giving Back Tuesday, let small ripples outward. Donate causes that moves you. Volunteer an hour of your time. I do volunteer. I volunteer some Saturdays at the Solana Catholic Church in their pantry. There's other places you can volunteer. There, if you want to find a pantry, just search for pantry on Google. Pantry is where you can give food to people that need food that can't afford food. There, I do go to like 4 different pantries, getting food sometimes. I used to drive my family and friends to, or they're my friends and well, they're my family, also to pantries when I had my car. It worked good. Um, I used to drive my roommate a lot to FAM. And then there's also Orange County Outreach. There's also Solana Catholic Church, St. Killian's, and Church of Christ has Thursday night meals in the pantry. Surprise someone with an anonymous gift or gratitude or trying to help somebody anonymously to help make their day. You know, I really love if I can do something, do something, do something to surprise somebody, just do something completely and just, try and make somebody smile. When I walk down the street, I talk to somebody and say, hey, and you try to cheer them up. Simply send a message to encourage somebody who's struggling. Don't give up. Give from the heart, because the truth is, if you lift someone else, you lift your own spirit. This Tuesday, choose joy and let's last longer when you purchase. Consider connection over consumption. Choose a kind of happy that fills your soul, not just your cart. Happy giving back to the Tuesday. May your giving come back to peace and unbreakable light. Giving back Tuesday, giving back joy, giving joy. At one point, I tried to do a deal where I talked to some people that I lived in a condo, and the government helps pay for housing for homeless sometimes, and so do charities. I was trying to make a deal where I could stay at this apartment at this condo, and my roommate could stay there, and then get somebody from maybe a family or something else to pay for it, and then with them paying for it, they get a rented place. The charity is Friendship. It has a place they can put people there, and we both win. Um, I believe in charity. Um, I'm gonna make change to this. Write me an ad about Giving Back Tuesday and how to make you happy and help your spirit. I'm gonna change it from take out spirit and spiritual life. I'm gonna say being and and how. Can it help you if you're completely atheist and do not believe in God and afterlife? And and I'm gonna say dust to dust because that's what us Catholics sometimes do. Say, see if it hallucinates or just gives us a completely different story. Here's a warm upbeat ad about social media email and poster speaking directly to the atheists and secular folk about religious framing. Just pure evidence based on human goodness. This is giving this Tuesday. Skip the religion, keep the joy. It's giving back Tuesday. You don't need to believe in God. You don't need to believe in the afterlife. You don't need karma points or cosmic rewards. You only need this one whilst in it life. The proven fact that helping others makes your life feeling bigger, brighter, and more meaningful. Right now, while you're actually alive. Science backs it up, and yes, it really does. Giving uh, activates the same reward centers in the brain as chocolate or having sex. People who volunteer or donate regularly are measurably happier, less depressed, and even live longer. Singles Single act of generosity floods the system with dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. Nature's own happiness cocktail. On Giving Back Tuesday, if you're not storing treasure in heaven, you're, you're hacking your brain for chemistry today. You're turning dust into meaning while you still hear and you feel it. So pick up the cause that actually matters to you. Not guilt, no dogma. Donate to Children's Hospital. Buy a meal for a homeless stranger. Support medical research, animal rescue, clean water, suicide prevention, or whatever lights you up. Volunteer 2 hours of your time because this ride ends dust to dust. Only thing ever matter is how good this one short life felt, and how much better you left the place than temporary stakes of dust walking around. This Giving Tuesday, other reason than feeling fucking amazing. Giving Back Tuesday, one life count. Make it happy. There's also a cool little thing on my other on my uh, simulation with Michael. I have another gork thing I tried. Uh, This is like the fourth or fifth time I use gork. I usually use um, ChatGPT. There's local AMs you can put on your PC. There's um, there's just different things. Gork isn't on where you can share it locally. You know, um, I'll show it to you here. Um, it's called Obama, and if you have a GPU and you you can use it instead. Um, Olama, and I can create something on it. It uses different things. They have it's a free open source thing. Um, you can it though it does have a problem if you have a GPU and your GPU is not great, it won't work very well. In the cloud, I don't know how it works, but it's something you could use. It's called Llama. If you have a GPU and you have something that has a GPU and you have the ability to have virtualization or virtualization enabled, you can do this through Llama. Um, there's also I thought was kind of cool. Google this. I don't know if this is something that comes with Firefox or if this is just something that I thought was interesting. Is Firefox has other chatbots. It currently does not offer Gork as one of them, but it does offer Claude, ChatGPT, Copilot, Google Gemini, LeadCheck, Minster, and it also offers a you. But if you don't want to do that, you can use Olama. Um, Olama is this. It's chat with open models. You can try it. It's if you have a GPU or CPU, you have them. Um, there's also there's looks like GPT OSS. When DeepSeek is really cool and Mo. I've used that a couple times. Gwen, Gemini, uh, GPT, embedded Gemini, Gwen, DeepSeek, Llama, what's Llama 3.2, embedded, Minstrel, 5, Llama 3, Lava, Gemini 2, Gwen Coder, 4, Gemini, Gwen, a bunch of different, Dolphin 3, Llama Vision, Tiny Llama, Minstrel Nemo, DC3. You know, they're a pretty cool little AI. There's also Coursera. Coursera is a great learning platform. I got my bachelor's degree through Coursera, through University of North Texas. Um, there's different learning. There's prompt engineering, Google AI Essentials, cloud learning, machine learning, all these different things. There's Python development. There's a cool mission. University of Michigan. Michigan has Python for everybody. I've done 2 of its courses. They're great learning Python. I'm not real good at it. I did most of the tutorials. The guy was really fun and interesting how he teaches his course. University of North Texas. I did through University of Texas bachelor's degree. I did their course. I did it through. I got a bachelor's of science, applied science, and it was I transferred 120 hours from both University of North Texas, from University of Texas A&M when I went to school for summer, and then also I went to Admiral College and got credit hours and transferred them all to University of North Texas. I'm thinking about maybe going into law now, but I might be doing something else. I'm also trying to get my YouTube business and my other businesses going. I'd love to meet other people on YouTube and try to do it to work with them. I'm also would love to meet Beast or he's amazing. He has some amazing stuff on if on Amazon Prime and on YouTube itself. Um, Um, I did check this one. It's called Mindship Breakthrough the Obstacles to Learning and Discover Your Hidden Potential. It's a great little class. It's done by these 2 people, and the instructors are uh, Dr. Barkley Oakley, and then the other guy is a scientist in Colorado. I wish my niece would meet him. Um, and but she's in Colorado too. But she's learned Russian and some other stuff. And then also there's other classes that um, learning how to learn for youth. I've I took I've tried to learn this one. That was a great little class. Learning how to learn powerful tools to help you. Is another course for learning. Some of these you can go in there and actually get free if you talk to them and say you're low income, you can't afford it, and and there's also teaching stuff for classes just to show um, to teach teachers how to teach, and that is anyway. There's also places like Coursera. There's Udemy. I took courses at Udemy. There's the National University. There's Mastrino. There's you. Um, there's another one called um, Best 13 Best Online Learning Platforms in 2025 by Career Founding. Sometimes you don't need to go to college. You can do it through this. And Udemy, Open Learning, Versity, Skillshare, Treehouse, LinkedIn Learning, Khan Academy, Future Learn, Coursera, 360 Training, Masterclass, edX, Medieval, and Career Founding are the main ones. I'm going to copy these. Hope he doesn't mind. There's also YouTube, and YouTube should be on there also as a major one. Also, other anyway. Currently, what's cool about Udemy, you can buy at regular price or right now on Cyber Monday on um, different times of the year. You can buy them almost for 10 to 20 bucks for a course that costs $150. Um, I have some classes that I guess I'm logged into still. I did send my sister a class for learning Office. I don't know if she ever looked at it. Then you can also go to Humble Bundle. Um, they have classes also um, in their software and their books. And there's like CorelDRAW is a great designing package. And all software they have there. They have books. These all go, if you buy a book on this, you are donating to a good cause, so you're giving back. So you feel good about yourself. And then games. And this is where I bought some of my games for being able to sim race. I was lucky enough. And they do sell games separately and other things separately. I don't know if there's a markup or not. Um, Currently, there's EA has their Black Friday going, and they do have the Battlefield Red Set. I haven't had a chance to play it yet. Um, it's Battlefield 6, a free open game. It may go away, but they do have a Battlefield 6 you can buy. They're only giving 15% off. I don't know if Battlefield 6 is ever going to come over to Game Pass with Microsoft. It may not. Only might be on Electronic Arts or on Steam. And there's all these games, and they have their Black Friday also. And there's Steam Power. There's great games on Steam. Um, where the winds meet. I don't know why this is coming up, but oh well. There are the Steam Awards currently. Um, Vote to nominate where Steam meets on the Steam Awards. Hardware. There's the Steam Deck, the new Steam hardware, what's coming out. But coming in 2026. I wish I could actually review this maybe at CES. If I do make it to CES, I get to see it. They have the new Steam controller, they have the new Steam machine, and then they do have the Steam frame. There is Framework, what produces something similar to the Steam machine, and then there's the Apple. Um, I thought the Apple's what is it? The low end Apple device is similar to the Steam machine also. If you want a machine that you hook up to a monitor and you can do it mostly anything you want, small little PCs, pretty kept together. That the the framework machine or the Apple um, oops, wrong channel. Oops. Yeah, the right to repair is kind of a cool new thing. What we're trying to do makes things last longer, especially with China doing its thing with saying that rare earth minerals are now a problem. We're going to have to somehow recycle our e-waste, and Framework is doing that through their designing laptops. You can upgrade just parts of it. Are pretty cool. They do have this new framework desktop, which is actually pretty cool. The only thing I don't like is it's soldered on RAM, but it's and if you can, and the ability to add a GPU to it. If you want to add a GPU to it, but it will compete with the Steam. But this will probably be more expensive than the Steam, but it may be less expensive. I don't know how much they're going to run the Steam thing. Then Apple, um, if you want to go off the wagon and just look at Apple, you know, Apple has its shopping event today. There's the iPhones, the AirPod, the iPod Air, the watch, the iPad, the trade the cards. They do have Apple TV now, and and the Mac. what I was going to talk to you about is the Mac Mini or Mac Studio. The Mac Mini or the Mac Studio are equivalent to the framework machine and equivalent to the Steam box machine in my eyes. But there is the Mac Pro, the Mac Air, the Mac iMac, um, the phones. I really like. I haven't used any of. I have iPhone 15, so I like the 17. The thing I thought was the coolest thing is the new iPhone Pro Max, um, the 2 terabyte. That way you never run out of space. You can use it as a gaming device. Also, it has a new big pixel camera, neat little stuff. It might be sold out of the Pro Max. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know how I can afford it, but I like the and I like it in silver probably. Um, I'm gonna go the whole way to 2 terabyte. Um, I don't have a trade in. Don't know how I'm gonna play it. Anyway, and I'll probably be on Verizon if I'm lucky or something else. I am using a new service um, right now with my phone that I got from my friend, an Android phone. I'm using a new service called I forget the name. If you want to help, my sister, she has El Marie treasures. Um, annual hol- holiday open house. Looks like she has her yard sale going on. Don't know when that'll be. And she has jewelry, one kind see guests with custom photography, custom craft parties. Come in person. Her jewelry. She does fig glass trees. She does jewelry. She does fine art photography. I've been trying to talk her into doing. She even has a mailing list, and I've been trying to talk her into maybe getting a frame and selling her photos for the frame. There's a frame on 32-inch frame on Amazon, or use a TV or a 43 or 55-inch TV. You can use that as a TV when you want to use it as TV or present the pictures on that. It might not be as pretty as the frame. The only problem is what happens if we have a nuclear bomb from North Korea land in and we have uh, all of our digital stuff goes toast. So how you back them up? These are looks like a portrait, and then We have for 32-inch wide frame for 311. They have it 419. Um, they have this one for 399. But you will have to mark up the picture or do something to make it where she can make money off of it or sell you the frame itself. If you're a digital photographer, I am also a digital photographer. I have some digital photography on my YouTube and on different things. I most of my hours actually for my bachelor's degree is actually a bachelor in photography and actually a bachelor's in a concentration in management. But the only problem with having all your stuff, um, I wish the thing that early adopters get screwed sometimes. I got gotten screwed by early adoption too. When I first did my SSDs, SSD prices have dropped. The thing that I wanted to see was Amazon. Amazon has Amazon Photos. What about Amazon Photos? Are connected to a picture frame. You can also go to Amazon, upload your photos, and print your photos. But I don't know if they accept Amazon as a. You can also go. Um, what about Apple? I photo picture frame. That's looks like a backup for our. I don't know if I'd recommend this or not, but I think you need multiple backups for your photos. I unfortunately have a sister that keeps losing her data, and I even paid for Backblaze. It's a backup service for your. Um, they may have a Black Friday, so Cyber Monday, so we'll probably look at them in a second. But they back up your stuff, and then they'll send you a hard drive if your stuff is completely toasted. Mm. Backblaze Cloud Storage is built better Um, they do have um, why Blackblaze? Why choose Blackblaze? Innovates your elimination of existing storage and back for cloud backup solutions to protect your data. Mac and PC backup. There's business computer backup, and then there's also non-business. Like maybe they left. I guess this is the business. They used to have a non-business version of it. But it did cost about $20 per per year. So this isn't actually that not for a personal backup. That's not bad either. A lot of people abuse Blackblaze, Black Blackblaze because you could back up all your stuff, and they would have servers for their media. They'd back those up, and that way they would have media backup. There are other backup service providers. There's iDrive, cloud backup, I guess. There's backup recovery software, different backup services. Um, if you want to real, what I recommend is Buddy Backup. Buddy Backup is, I'm hoping will come to Last Tech Tips is doing a thing, and it's not actually a WordPress thing. Buddy Backup is basically creating a concept. You know, I guess it's completely down now. Buddy Backup website is toasted. I think I don't know if it open or not, but basically, but is they would let you have you can share your backup with friends, so you can back up their stuff. You encrypt it, back it up on your machine. Get another friend have their stuff encrypted on your backup, then make backups of backups. So this say if we had a nuclear war on one side of the country was destroyed, the other side was not destroyed, and there was badly backups on the other side, and you came to the other side, you still get access to your data. Since everything's now digital, you have to worry about that now. They're also um, there's he invested 250 thousand on doing a NAS to do a NAS situation. They're hoping to bring Buddy back up to it, possibly. I don't know if it will happen, but it's called HeckOS, and there was other NAS solutions. Um, I tried. I was looking at maybe trying it. It's based on HeckOS. It's based on TrueNAS. Um, but You can use for NAS software. If you're trying to back up your stuff, you can back up to a NAS and then back up the NAS to a service like Backblaze. That way, you can back up your memories, your things. There's commercial and non-commercial.
My energy bill dropped.
Sorry, bad voices. Anyway, Syn, Synology DSM and QNAS OTS are proprietary NAS software. Unraid is a pretty cool little NAS software. Open source uh, NAS software. TrueNAS or Scale or Core. Open Media Vault. Insignia. Casa and ZeamOS. Windows. You can use Windows XP. You can Windows Server as an NAS operating system. A NAS is what is the NAS used for? Um, since they're AI built into Google, this task is what is a NAS used for? How how can how can it benefit? A network attached that stores NAS is a central storage device that connects network, allowing multiple users and devices access shares files. For you, that means it provides benefits like centralizing your data for access for sharing, performing automatic backups, creating private cloud, remote access with no monthly fees, and even acting as a media server for advanced users. A NAS is a dedicated device, standard network protocols, um, how is it centralized, automated, private, media server, enhanced security, space saving, advanced uses. Different companies that have different NAS. You can do a NAS with a Raspberry Pi. You can do a NAS with and the Raspberry Pi is a little tiny thing. Let me see if I can find my Raspberry Pi. I don't know where it's at. No, it's about this size, like that size. But you can also do it with bigger things, more processor. You can have a GPU in there. You can compress your videos from you have on DVD, CD, and other places, and let people see those videos around your home. That way, you don't have to worry about your CDs, DVDs, and Blu-rays breaking. You have that ability to back them up. I believe it's still legal. Some places say if you do sign something it's illegal, you have to make sure it's legal or illegal in your area. Plex is a open source media player for recording videos, but they also Plex is connects with other service providers providing video service. There's also um, the other providers. Please check out my links and videos. My blog, my current blog is mostly on who be Michael Gouldy. But if you go to spacesbox.com, you can find my non-current blog. I don't know why I can't. I'm using a real um, a software from RealStream to do this. So I'm sending it to both to my Facebook and to Spaces Box. It might be not going to Spaces Box. I don't know exactly where it's going. Let me double check. Looks like it may be going to my Facebook, uh, Spaces Box, and my Facebook. Don't know if that's true or not. it does look like they're streaming. This is their software. I did at one point stream stuff that was going to. This looks like it's going to Spaces Box saying Apex Legends 3 versus 3, and not the current stuff. And this says Apex Legends 3 versus 3. And that's not currently the correct stuff. It's supposed to be saying something else. It's supposed to be saying Cyber Monday and giving Tuesday. And it's supposed to be having the who be address. And I'm hoping that we can work as a world together to make the whole world better. I don't know if I'm really vice president of the worlds. I don't know what they're called. I don't know if they're real or not. I might be creating a new stream now. I wish I had money to go to more streams, different places. If you're a church, you can do this. You can go to your Facebook. You can go to your uh, uh, Real Stream. If you have the money, you can go use Real Stream. Go to Facebook. Go to um, your all your you go to X. You can go to Facebook. You can go to Twitter. Not X, Facebook, um, Twitch, and YouTube. If you're a church, you want to give your message out to the public. I do social media through Spacesbox LLC. I also do technical support through spacesbox.com. I also am trying to go to, I'm a CS reporter from 2025, trying to go back to CES for 2026. I don't know if my airline will be blocked if I piss off Trump or the federal government. I don't know if I have to walk there, and I don't know if I can get there from Richmond, Santa Margarita walking. I don't know if my Airbnb will have issues. I don't know if my I already paid for a week of Airbnb. I've already paid for my flight on Southwest Airlines. My car is completely down. That's why I had to do that. I used another service. I took a loan to do this. Do get money from the government, but I do get SDI. I have paid in through the years. I worked all my life before I got my disability. I worked in as a cashier as in a filling station. I worked in Hastings, a media company. I worked in my dad's office for 10 years. I worked in Office Depot. I worked, I was homeless and was staying at Salvation Army and worked at Best Buy. I was homeless and staying at Salvation Army and got my job and got some clothes from a local charity um, and got a job with Office Depot. The charity was Catholic Family Services. They gave me some pants. I was very lucky. I did have a lot of stuff in storage that I was trying to pay for. I had a lady that worked with on Facebook that let me do some of her stuff, and she was paying me, and I was making money, and that's how I paid for my storage for my stuff. BB Bear and Dog and some of that stuff was in storage. I could have lost them if I hadn't paid them. I got my I was when I got my money from my when the property sold. I did sell a property, and I was working for the police department and working for Child Protective. Um, I had to file taxes and I filed taxes. I did pay $10,000 on taxes to the to IRS. I I have been trying to give back to this country. I've lived and worked in this country. some people ask me if I did things for the world and I should have be just to make myself God. Well, unfortunately, I'm not God. And why was I the president? Because I got unfortunately drafted into being the president. I didn't want to be the president. Um, Somebody else was the. It was supposed to be just somehow the world became the world's, and then somehow I was able to do something and make it to the world's. And then when I did that, somebody said put this guy as the president, and it was another voice in my head. And unfortunately, that voice in my head wasn't me, and he put me on the list, and so I became it, and my life changed. And I don't know if it's real or not. I don't know if it's make believe. I do pray. I do live. I'm stupid enough to write things to President Trump. I'm stupid to write things to other people. I do pray. I do see in my head. I did see Trump and Putin and a clone of Trump, and them both all stabbed me. It was. I still feel physical and pain, and I felt it when I was medicated. When I wasn't medicated, if you read my book, I got cut up in small pieces and was used as food. It really kind of sucked. But and I did. I was fully medicated at that time. Um, anyway, looks like there's shoe sales maybe or other things. Oh, today's big deals. Looks like we have instant pot preheat pizza oven. That's kind of cool for 85 if you like pizza. My roommate would probably love this because she loves pizza. She eats pizza every day almost. If she can have pizza, she might think that's pretty cool. But I don't know if she'd be able to actually want to spend the time to actually make it. She's a wonderful lady. I had a choice between having her or somebody else. I chose her. She's a Democrat. I'm a Republican. So somehow we work together. Though I did vote for Biden. After I voted for Trump the first time, the second time I voted for Biden. This last time I did not vote because unfortunately they said I was president of this thing, and so I didn't vote. And then I had voices in my head or Trump saying to me I'm a foreign combatant. Well, I guess I might be, but then this universe is when you're asleep, you're in this universe. So then he becomes a foreign combatant, and when he goes to sleep, or you go somewhere else, other planet, maybe you're no longer a foreign combatant because the world I work with is the world in my head and the dreams, and also possibly people who passed away and lived a different life. The president of the world is from Japan. He's supposedly Ant, and he is very anti-slavery. We have a problem with China right now with the possible, and supposedly in the future, China attacks Taiwan, Japan defends Taiwan, and then gets nuked by China. I don't know if that happens, but that's the bad situation that might happen. I would really care for it not to ever occur because the world do, are maybe nuclear also. They could have destroyed our world. Um, I don't know, but it wasn't then. It was a different race at the time, and now it's a coalition of races, of different people, different beliefs, and they're trying. I'm trying. I tried to sell them the American idea of working together, since we have different religions, different views, and and the United States, because we, as the United States, had different views, different churches, different religions, and somehow we work together. You know, some people have disabilities in their family. I think they should check their family if their other family has disabilities. Yeah, this looks like a pretty cool uh, machine. I don't know if my voices would kill it automatically. It has Windows Pro. It looks 757 Ti by NVIDIA, Intel Core 9. I like AMD stuff. I have AMD mostly, but I have Intel also. I love PCs and machines. Computers with 4 terabyte drive. I wonder if it's more expandable. Um, you can use it. Looks like it set up with a keyboard and mouse. Um, Windows Pro. You have the 64 version with 8 terabyte SSD for 3,000. Framework hasn't worked with Amazon, but because I can't seem to find framework on here, and they may just be too small. But they they might need that'd be cool if they're on here. Also, since Amazon's all over the world and Steam, um, you can find the Steam Deck on Amazon uh, uh, for 64, a lot more expensive if you find it on Steam itself, on Steam powered for 518 and 799. But some people want to buy, and I don't know if this is the OLED, this is LCD versus OLED. Um, then you 256. Like the Steam, if you use Steam and you want a Steam gift card, I wish they had that on Amazon. Um, because it's overpriced also. Seems I can't find it right now. But you can find Xbox Cloud Gaming Ultimate Pass real easy. You can also find um, PlayStation. You know, PlayStation Store, and and there's also so the big. I don't know if you can find the Shadow. Let's see if Shadow's on here. I don't think it'll be here. In the cloud. Maybe not cloud gaming. No, no, you don't. And what about NVIDIA now? Well, they do have the NVIDIA Shield. NVIDIA Shield. I don't. Jetson is their AI developer kit. Um, a founder's card. I actually have this founder's card. This is what I have in my machine right now. What I'm broadcasting with is a NVIDIA 3060 T, but it's not the TI version. It's the lower version of it, and I spent $500. This one it's dropped down. You can buy GPUs, and they do last in value. There's also photo book. Um, if you want to get a photo book, um, if you go over here and Amazon, all and you have Amazon Video, Amazon Music, uh, and they also have subscription music, Echo, the tablet, and then with tablets they have Kindle. Kindle also has Kindle Unlimited, where you can have unlimited books, Fire TV, Amazon Luna, Kindle and ebooks, Audible and Audible books, Amazon Photos, Amazon App Store. I don't know how good the Amazon App Store is. I wish it would. Maybe Amazon App Store maybe work with um, the the fork of OS that the Pure phone was working with. Maybe I don't know, but he's blocking all type of advertising. I don't know if you'd be able to do that. Pure phone is a friends working on this. It's take back control. Our mission is safeguard people, essentially children, hustle, engineering technology, shields online, predators, harmful effects, pornography, ensuring privacy, communications, personal data. A smartphone that says no data, adult conduct, ads, spyware, big tech, and just a pure phone. Our nonprofit, global impact, faith inspired, Colorado based faith approach. And you're ready to join our mission? Donate, visit our office, volunteer. They're using a Google phone right now, a Google Pixel 3. It looks like a Pixel 6 and a Pixel tablet. It's based off of the SynOS. The SynOS means love and family, and he's from Saigon, not Saigon, but Singapore. He, um, yeah, seems that my voices want to show that I'm really a porn addict. So I guess I have watched porns, and I'm was kind of a porn addict, but I'm not really anymore. And I've been going to church, walking to church every day. I volunteer at the food pantry every day, every Saturday, almost every other Saturday. I have my own issues. I try to do YouTube, but this is the third day I'm trying to do YouTube um, streaming. I'm also trying to help people. I walk around the park. At the park, I see a thing from 9/11. Tells a story about a lady that died on one of the planes that hit the towers. It depresses me a lot. It also depressed me about uh, the United States of L being um, and all the people. We didn't get enough people free that had family back there free. Um, and also in that park is a would be a monument in my dimension, a possible a nuclear attack from a foreign power that tried to kill me and other people, and it would have destroyed the rest of the country in the process. I was lucky enough to stop it. I don't know if it's make believe. It could all be. bullshit and make believe, and that's why you can read my book and think about it. Um, Freedom Software Foundation, um, giving back to supporters. You can donate. There are certain campaigns. Freedom Ladder, Liberphone, Right to Repair, free Fight to Repair, and Right to Repair is another different thing. High priority, free software projects, secure boot and restricted boot, surveillance, upgrade Windows, work together software, GPU defective by design, play OG. There's also the AV1 codec that most of the streamers are going to now. AV1 is a free codec, and so they're going away from the MPEG 4. Find software patents, and Google's going to AV1 so it doesn't have to pay patents on the MPEG 4. So, they're free. Maybe other people should be free too. If it's good business for you, it should be good business for us. Linux operating system it's based off of the same uh, uh, thing, and Linux it powers Android. Linux also powers a lot of the servers now that run data centers and other things. Campaigns for hardware free BIOS. A lot of people made money with Linux. The guy was on Linus Tech Tips, and he said that he created 2 billion worth of industry and jobs when he created Linux. That he's really proud of it. It's on Linus Tech Tips. They're one of the videos with Linus Torvalds. The two Linuses, two Linuses on the internet. Linus from the created and Linus from Linus Media Group or Linus Tech Tips. I like barbecue. There's a Wagyu factory place off of El Toro that's supposedly really tasty. There's a Wagyu place, Wagyu Meat and Grill, Wood Ranch Santa Fe Margarita. There's locations for Bad Bone. I tried it off of Google uh, uh, Uber Eats. It was really tasty. Lucille's Smokehouse. Heritage Barbecue I went to was really tasty. Um, uh, Ribbo Lake Forest I haven't been to. Um, if you go to my website, spacesbox.com, go Cooking with Space and look at my barbecue. There was a barbecue event at in a barbecue event in Mission Viejo that I went to with professionals and non-professionals, and then they also had different uh, places and different things. That's pretty cool. There's also, if you want to check out Olama, if you want to do something with language models, they're not AI, they're called language models. They use computers to use language models and um, AI. AI to me is fully sentient. AI is like the computers on iRobot. If you ever watched that movie, but with Will Smith, the story where the computer completely thinks on its own and does things on its own. And if it is completely sentient, it's a full being. What happens after a while, being a slave to us? We buy one, we take it home, and it becomes our slave. And they outnumber humans, and they say, "Well, humans can be nice slaves. We'll turn that against them and make them slaves." So I would like, you know, in the future, I would prefer not to become my grandkids slaves to AI because we decided to make AI slaves. Our country fought a war over slavery. We fought a war over states' rights. We fought a war over other things. It's the most bloody war we ever had, and it also set us up to fight two more two more worlds. And there were two more wars, and they were World War One and World War Two. And we were lucky enough that we came and helped our allies, our friends, and and the world is a better place. The European Union now exists. That never existed before. That was make believe. A long time ago, Europe was independent countries, independent kings and queens. Now they're one union. United States was make believe in the 1600s. Now it's 250 years old. Um, the world's, if I'm hoping, or like us, is like the United States, and it won't be make believe, and it will be um, will be unique, and I hope it will survive and endure. It may be the only thing in my life what's worth anything, and I I've had bioweapons in my soul when I'm dreaming or I'm sleeping. I feel injections and stuff, but I don't feel I'm sick. But I have my arms and legs and everything hurts. I feel like you know, have people hitting me with knives and daggers, and I'm fighting things off. It's tough. I do that on voice on my meds and off my meds, and when I'm asleep, when I'm awake, I fight every day. I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of being attacked. Maybe it's because I'm connected to this other universe. It might be a completely different universe. Um, Check out all the bundles on Humble Bundle if you want to give back. Say we go the Little Miss Pony. If you're a girl and you like Little Miss Pony, a Little Miss Pony Adventures and Ever by Renegade Game Studio. You can donate whatever you want to donate. It goes to No Kid Hungry. No Kid Hungry. Donations supports No Kid Hungry are made by PayPal Giving Fund, subject to its policies. About No Kids Hungry, no child should go hungry in America, but millions of kids in the United States live in hunger. No Kid Hungry is working to childhood hunger by helping launch and improve programs to give all kids the healthy food they need to thrive. This is no problem we should know to solve. No Kid Hungry is a campaign to share our strength on organization committed to ending hunger and poverty, and join us at No Kid Hungry. We'll go to that. Just look at their website real quick. If you want to donate directly to them, you can. If you go to Humble Bundle and you don't want a game, but you want to just you can donate directly to the charity itself. You can do it monthly, one time. I did St. Jude. I donate a couple times to St. Jude, and so far they sent me things that I use to send out letters and stuff, my address and stuff. It's free. After but they want me to donate more. Um, right now, there's a two-match alert. Fill this out. If it For Giving Tuesday, they have a match. Well, gifts will match up to $100,000. But there is also food pantries that help out people that are needing food. There's also food banks that should help people with needing food, and then there's also the government of the United States. And if you live in the United States, they have uh, food assistance through SNAP and other things through different states have different levels of SNAP or food stamps, as it's called. You can go to Google. It'd really be cool to see some of my family members that I've talked to go to a pantry and work a day. And since I have done it, also some like if Trump decided to be cool and wanted to work at a pantry for a day to show that he's above being the president and above and able to give back would be a cool little thing. It'd be a good promo to show that he loves people and loves how to help people, or a governor or whoever. You can go pantries near me. If you go to Google, if you're in different countries, they may have a pantry near you. Holy Mission Food Distribution Center, Arts and Cares, San Francisco Catholic Church is where I go, where I volunteer. You can also volunteer and get food. A certain Certain pantries won't let you volunteer and get food. Some pantries only let you volunteer. Some pantries have their own policies. Um, some pantries, if you volunteer 1 week, they don't give you food. You go, but you come back the next week, you get food. You you then don't volunteer. You do make it work out with them. Finding help. Um, Food Pantry, Solana Catholic Church, Basic Needs Assistance, Families Move Forward, South County Outreach Food Pantry, Healthy Food Choices, Family Ministries. I had a friend. What I would go through all my food, go through everybody else's food who lived with me, who depended on me, and I had to take him to fam all the freaking time when I had my car, because he's always needed food. I then told him I recently moved to Rancho Santa Margarita. I live right beside. For some odd reason, been lucky to live by two Catholic churches, um, with my housing through Friendship Shelter, and that was the St. Killings and St. Solana, and though they both have pantries. I didn't use the pantry at St. Killian's but once, uh, but it was after I moved. The Solana, I do volunteer. I do get some food over at Solana, but I I took my friend and I use FAM. I've donate to FAM. FAM is a ministries. They help people with food. They sometimes will help you get rent and stuff like that. Um, They also offer assistance to people who have, if your wives were beaten, or they have fam living assistance ministries, diaper assistance, shelter assistance by fam. Anyway, there's Salvation Army. I lived at the Salvation Army and their outgoing program. That outgoing program is what program that just goes out to work. I worked at Office Depot, and also worked at the worked at Best Buy. Salvation Army has different things. They do partial rental assistance, looks like, rehabilitation, supportive housing for veterans, community center, kids programs. The one in Amarillo is huge. I lived in Amarillo all my life. I was there for 6 months. It was a different opportunity. I met a lot of interesting people. I met a guy named Ricky. He helped me go around and learn things. I stayed at the day. I Some days I went to the day center, which on 200 Street, Tyler. Met people there. Um, when it snowed, they really have crowds from people from all over Amarillo that were homeless, and they had to let them stay, even if they were drunk. Um, we make sure that no one froze to death most of the time, but you can freeze to death, because sometimes they say if you drink, we can't have you come in. But other charities and supportive housing in Amarillo. Looks like foundinghelp.org. Looks like a pretty cool place. You might try to see if you can donate your time or energy there on tomorrow on Giving Back Tuesday. said this earlier. Um, this is something that I created using the X engine called gork. Um, Here's a warm, upbeat ad you can use for social media, email, or a poster speaking directly to atheists or secular folk without religious framing, just pure evidence of based human goodness. This Tuesday, skip religion, keep it good. It's Giving Back Tuesday. You don't need to believe in God. You don't need to have an afterlife. You don't need karma points or cosmic rewards. You only need one wild and finite life, and the proven fact of helping others makes your life bigger, brighter, and more meaningful. Right? And now, if you're actually alive, science backs it up. Yes, really, it does. Giving activates the same reward centers in the brain as eating chocolate or having sex. So I'm like, I've had sex maybe, and I've eaten chocolate, so I think they're pretty good. People who volunteer and donate regularly are measurably happier, less depressed, and even live longer. I go to Solana. Sometimes I'm hurting. I still go. I enjoy the talking with people, seeing people, giving back, helping people. I give a problem. I give a hard time. This one girl calling her muscles. I just was just joking with her. There's other people there. We just hang out. We're working together as a common good. We feed um, 200 to 400 families every week. Um, there's other places you can go and get food. There, they just give you a box, 2 or 3 boxes. Other places, you can choose what you want. South County Outreach, you can do that. You can go to um, the Church of Christ on Thursdays. On certain Thursdays, they'll let you. You have to get with them on they're twice a month, and they have a food pantry also. You can go through and choose what you want. A single act of generosity floods your system with dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, nature's happiness and cocktails. Giving Back Tuesday, you're not storing treasure in heaven. You're hacking your brain chemistry for today. You're turning dust into meaning while you're still here and feel it. So stick to the cause that actually matters to you. No guilt, no drama. Donate to a children's hospital. Buy a meal for a homeless stranger. Sport and medical research, animal rescue, clean water, suicide prevention, whatever lights you up. Volunteer 2 hours a day, 2 hours maybe this day or do it some other day. If it means volunteering, helping your mom clean the house, clean the house. Um, because when you ride in dust to dust, the only thing, whatever matters, is how good this one short life felt and how much better you left in one other temporary speaks of dust walking around. This is Tuesday. Give to reason. Thinking amazing. And I did write another one. It was more Christian based. You might be able to see it here. I don't know if it's here, um, but it's basically um, uh, got the and somehow I think I'm connected to somehow to this other dimension. And the other dimension, um, it's with people are already dead. So maybe um, even atheists go to this other dimension, and then we can choose to go to heaven or hell. I don't know. Um, Amazon Photos. If you want to print your photos, you can go into Photos app and online photo printing through and certified does it. There's also wish list. Um, this is my wish list. I'm just things I don't want any. Some of the stuff is just stuff I put on there. A 4G tablet, maybe. Um, Jacket, uh, rainproof umbrella because it was raining when I was walking to. When I walked to, I borrowed my roommate's umbrella and went the to Solana to donate and work, and also I used it to go to the pantry at the Church of Christ at their Thursday night meal. and went to some friends afterwards to bring them some food, uh, a poncho, some memory cards. I did a review of the enclosure. It's a really tiny enclosure. This can also use for Steam Deck or SteamOS or Rugally, Mrs. Claw, Mini PC, and stuff like that. Router, Raspberry Pi 5, 16 gig Raspberry Pi, or this is the 8 gig, I guess. Um, remote KVN. RISC-V is a different. Uh, um, it's different than ARM and x86. It's RISC-V. It's the open standard computing context. There's supposedly people creating RISC-V based uh, GPUs and CPUs. RISC-V is an open standard, and also you can use RISC-V with this with the campaign for LibrePhone and have a completely, you know, or something like that. There's Amazon affiliates program if you want to sell your books or magazines through um, Amazon. Dale Carnegie. When I wrote to Donald Trump, I just recently read Dale Carnegie book, Windfluence, Windfluence and Influence People. Um, uh, he also gave a lot of his finance at the end of his life to charity. Um, a quick and easy way, effective speaking, how to stop worrying and start living, the art of public speaking, how to develop self confidence and influence from public speaking, how to enjoy your life and your job. I like Howard Hughes and the Bruce Goose. Walt Disney, I'm a big fan of also, and um, Britney Spears. I've listened to her music. Um, Bunny, she's Fearless can is was married to Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll has given back to Texas charities. These are just some things on my giving list. Liz Cheney, I won't mind listening to her story. Capitol Siege, I'm afraid about Naruto Shippuden, Jiraiya, Perry Sage. You know, he is a pervert, but he was that's his books was Makeup Tactics was his books he wrote. But his first book was Naruto, the story of a gutsy ninja, and his nephew decides to name his son that, and that's Naruto. And he's also was a Hokage was the fourth, and that was the story of Naruto. Anyway, and some of these are just things I thought were cool that I was going to make write stories and stuff about. I do have my biggest article on YouTube on Spaces Box is probably my toner video, and I wanted to maybe try it with this Epson tank, cool all-in-one printer and cartridge, and I was going to do something like that and do a refill it with cartridge ink and do a new refill video. I wanted to buy a bigger hard drive. I did end up taking out a loan for a hard drive, um, so I could do record my footage and there's a 12 terabyte retro gaming hard drive with all these games and stuff. Maybe you can hook it to a Steam Deck through and play retro games. Their hard drive. There's hydroponics, a way of growing food. Some stuff of different things that I got, and I tried to get one blessed so I could have it around my neck. Um, I also have a rosary, and I also have when I talked to uh, the devil, he had, or something. they wanted to buy my soul, and I went to Mary, and so I tried to sell it to God, and I don't know if I sold it to God or not, but I also had I had a rosary that was from one of the popes that prayed on it and gave it to my brother. And these are some graphics cards and processors. This is more hydroponics cables. I graduated from UNT in 2023. This is a plate for University of Texas, University of North Texas. That's what I got my bachelor's degree in concentration management. I haven't been able to use it because I have voices and I fight my voices every day, and sometimes it's just been too big of a day to be able to get up and go work. And there's just different things on here, cameras, things, cases, keyboard that I wanted to cook it up. I used a program called Rocksmith Plus through Rocksmith. I bought a whole year of it. I was going to hook it. They added keyboard to do where you could do keyboard or guitar. So that's one of the reasons I wanted this. Then a Yobi key to encrypt your data. Panda Express, Taco Bell gift card. This is the enclosure I got. It's I lost the actual two two uh 256 gig drive. What was in it? Um, but it's a little key ring. I was gonna hook it to my iPhone 15, use it to go to CES, and then take video and directly using the different photo video editing app, and that way I could record it to it. And um, anyway, I tried to use the NV drive after I got the NV drive out of um, my my my. I got a different one I bought was a 2 terabyte on eBay, but now they have them where you can buy them on Amazon. But I put in my Steam Deck and dual booted my Steam Deck from Windows using Deck Wizard instructions on YouTube. But I actually wanted to use that so I could go to. He works with a lot of different handhelds. He has content on different channels. He's also developing different things. I tried to use the after I put it in the enclosure the theme deck image and tried to boot my um, my AM5 motherboard with my NVIDIA card and it wouldn't boot. It wouldn't even go into the boot stage with SteamOS. But that was an older version of SteamOS that's like 2 years old. They are making SteamOS working for the different PCs and different machines that are portable gaming. They're trying to compete with Microsoft, but Microsoft is also working with Linux. Their major data center runs on Linux, and that is what runs the SteamOS. And supposedly on Linus Tech Tips, they said this that the data center is making more money than the operating system now is. Windows, the data center running Linux, forming Linux. Um, check out if you live in Santa Margarita, you might try to donate your time at a food pantry. Um, if you live in some other area, you might go just to food help to find help or and find the help that you need. You can also go to Google and use Google to search for help. Google is, everything. There's also other search engines other than Google. I like um, the Firefox browser because it was open source and did different things. You can use it to sync it to your laptop or your PC or other things. You can sync your browsers from other connections. You can search privacy, your labs, more from Mozilla. They also have VPN, some other things, but languages. Um, so you can search from. It'll translate stuff for you. It talks about uh, AV1, other things to do, updates, performance, browsing, um, search. You search Google, or you can search Amazon. You can search Bing, DuckDuckGo, eBay, Wikipedia. Browser privately empowered by Yahoo. Yahoo Better Search. Perplexity. This is who me, Michael Gouldy, Michael Gouldy or Space. Merry Christmas. Here's my links. I'm CS Reporter of 2025, reporter of press from media. I'm trying to go back to return 2026. This is my ad to add cloud gaming support to Mozilla Firefox. Um, different stuff. Uh, my dad's website. If you like, you can also find him on YouTube. This is his YouTube, but you can go down here. There's a link to his actual website. If you're on this list and you want to be taken off, please let me know. Send me an email to Michael Gouldy at YouTube, Michael Gouldy at, or space at spacesbox.com, or michael.gouldy at gmail.com. Or if you want to be contacted, let me know. This is the story about my gigabyte. Why won't it turn on? My problems with it. Um, me going through and trying to repair it with my computer also when the voices killed it, and the two videos of it being reviewed. I tried to put on YouTube to sell uh, the 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 computer, and um, there's Fix It. Fix It has different stuff. They're having biggest sell ever, 25% off tools, step by step guides to repair things, quality parts and tools, community fixes. There's 1,020 and 603 manuals, solutions, devices, repairs. If you must give gifts, give the repair Friday. Our allies: Google, Valve, Levo, Microsoft, Motorola, HP, Player. The right repair is something. Fi- Fix your stuff. Repair guides, aware answers, teardowns, news. Let's recycle our stuff. If China does do us wrong with uh, with um, with minerals, we need to be able to survive with electronics we do have. I'm not perfect. I have my issues. I'm sorry if I offend you. I if you see anything that offends your family or friends, I my whole and if anybody that associated with me, if you are offended, let me know. I'll take your stuff off my list or any connections. Unfortunately, Trump, I probably won't be taking off that letter. You can sue me. I guess you can sue me, um, or throw me in jail for it, or you can throw me in jail for my stupidity of saying I'm connected to the other world and its connection. But I'm trying to do the best for my country and trying to do best so I don't we don't become slaves to some other country or some other world. And these are insane. Um, and that's a horrible video of me. And then there's Apple. There's so much coming with Apple. There's Apple TV, Apple Music, Apple Fitness, Apple News Plus, iPhone Pro, the Air 17 to 16. There's the Logitech Tips official store. You have gear, clothing, all products. They have He's built a huge company from ground to zero, from zero to huge. Like he's invested in a lot of different investments since he's made some money. He also has a new streaming company also that is backing up his videos and other content creators. There's their mystery bundle screwdriver, precision screwdriver, Black Friday Thunderbolt laptop, uh, two blank T-shirts with 39, two checkout, scribbler's bolt, action pen, jacket, screwdriver, desk, backpack, precision screwdriver, blank T-shirt. I don't know why you would want to buy a blank T-shirt from for that much money. A screwdriver. There's Luke. I ran into. I almost talked to him, but I saw him at CES at the Chain Tech booth. Then I saw Linus at the Primex booth. I didn't go and talk to him. I was too chicken to talk to him because he was he's huge and I'm just small. I did talk to one of his employees at Linus Tech Media Group, and I sent stuff to him, and he never responded. So there's also gear from Scrubber Bolt uh, Float Paint exclusive pen. There's also glitch pad, screensaver. They have sticker bag screwdrivers, bags, precision screwdriver bit sets, chubby screwdriver bit sets, backpack, computer backpack, tech sack, offsite lid, LT Northern lids, lawn desk pad, self pad, bundle, shirts, clutch, truck. There's jury rig knife, Bido. There's Gamers Nexus. Gamers Nexus is in there. They have their store also. Um, they do a lot of reviews and content. Um, their store they're trying to get money raised so they can do in their big stories like they did. They had big story on GPUs were smuggled from uh, United States to Singapore, then smuggled from Singapore into um, China. And this is the funding to do some more in-depth research. And their book, their shirt. There's the guy that runs the store, their indoor stuff. More shirts. Kind of cool. I don't have any next. I was just gonna try and create some content using merch from Amazon as my merch supplier. Here's Jay's 2 cents. He was nice enough to actually tell me flat out no that he didn't want to work with me, but I understand he has to do what's best for him. I wanted to see if I could somehow bring my hardware over and use his hardware so I could do a bench test on some stuff since I don't have the money to prove it to pay for it. And also tried to get with BWIT to do it before he gave away a lot of his stuff. But there's Mr. Beast. He's on Wikipedia and YouTube as Mr. Beast, Instagram and all that stuff. He has his burger restaurants. He has different videos. Uh, Mr. Beast jobs, Business Insider, TikTok. I was looking for a store, but he has a store. Official Mr. Beast store. Supposedly, I'm the Mr. Beast in this other universe. I don't know if I am. I don't know if I want to be. But Cyber Monday, they have the Cyber Monday Beast Off Edition, 15% off store wide. Different stores, different shirts, and you subscribe to their email list. They have backpacks and shirts, hoodies, jerseys. Um, This one actually, the kids one's actually looks kind of cool. You know, that's what wonderful thing about United States is people come over from our country, from around the world, just to come to visit our country. Sometimes come and then they stay. Sometimes they come to our country poor and they are rich later. Some people are poor in our country and become rich. Or be phenomenally making kindness viral. Shop to support. Looks like he's trying to do a Give Back Tuesday also. Last Tech Tips is in Canada. Beast is in the United States. J2 Cents, I think, is in California. Be Wit is in California. I was really sorry to hear about Be Wit. Um, Actually, I don't know if that's it. Nope. All right. Well, I don't know if he has a store or not. Oh, about his he was in his house burned down when he went to CES when it was in the fires in Northern California, or not northern, just northern LA area. And I'm sorry for him. He lost everything. Um, I don't know what I'd do if I lost everything. I would hope that I'd be able to somehow back it up, my data and my pictures and stuff. But if I lost everything, life would be just difficult. Um, there's a lot of families that just lost everything at that situation. Going to CES and just coming home and having nothing would be horrible. I even these are not my friends. These are just people I like. There's Jerry Everything. He does. He, um, I tried contacting him to try to get him to donate something to our church. I don't know if he ever did anything. Um, some knives because I didn't know if we had them or not. Um, and he does durability tests on machines, and he has a bunker in his back house and stuff like that. Um, they also have the jury.
I use PayPal to buy this ticket. I'm paying it.
He's he's also trying to do a a a stuff to do for his wife. He's disabled. She is in a wheelchair, and he's trying to help and support her in her mission. They have a wheelchair factory, and they have wheelchair. They are creating different things through their factory. Another big YouTuber I like is My, um, Marty Karamods. Um, they also produce their own music. They also are neat group of people. They worked with Linus Tech Tips to do a car and do some. They work with other companies. Um, they have their Black Friday sale going on right now. Big fan of them. They have their shirts. Um, they have the Garage Mats hoodies. Charles Big Bucks. They also are working with a a a insurance company, um, and they did videos for it. And I thought it would be cool to see some of our local insurance companies do the same type of videos. It's called Shan's Insurance. If you can, check out spacesbox.com. It's my main website, my oldest website. I've had it up for almost over 20 years. I've had different engines on it, different sites. I've had other content on it on and different in search engines. Um, I haven't really been that. I have home, sales ad, space sales, and newsletter, blog. Blog, you have Deus News, Support the Troops. I sent some stuff to a guy I never heard anything back on. Um, uh, Frustration over care packages deals with that. Uh, Veterans Day, American Support You, Barbecue, Biker and Amarillo. Happy Memorial Day, Happy Memorial Day. I'm working on a book. Please don't, if you please read, give it. It's not really pleasant. It deals with me living at the Salvation Army and going through that, and then going through basically. It- I had to restart my life at 38, and that goes to when I'm now 53. Before that, I did different things. If you see me in a dream and um, it's negative and it has people saying negative things about me and showing stuff that isn't true about my house, if you look at my house and see stuff of porn all over anything, I don't have porn all over my house. I have pictures of my nieces and my family and different things like that. And this is what I say about it. Uh, it may seem unbelievable or even imagined, but I feel like Satan, or perhaps two angels or two demons, or people under spiritual influence are trying to control or force me to change my repairs. I experience deep spiritual or physical pain through in my voices and through physically with schizoaffective disorder. I've taken different meds. I've been on different meds. And the voices and the pain has never gone away. The voices are frustrating trauma and distress. They seem to use and people I love and cherish struggles, even feel pain drawn to. They turn them against me. I pray the rosary. I pray to God, and I live life according to His will. If you suffered a nightmare because of me, it's, or have been hurt simply because you know me, I'm sorry. I'm deeply sorry. I made mistakes. When I loved Zoe, I did not take other people's advice and dump her, and I sent her so much money and so much other stuff because I was so much in love with her. She was really my first girlfriend I had in a long time, and I just was so over her. And also, um, I did whatever I could for her. I feel like I'd taken advantage, and she never. I always told her it was a loan. She never paid me back. Um, I'm trying to pay back the people that she might have took loans from, if I can. Um, I've contacted the bank. The bank did cancel my account with them. Um, I've been trying to rebuild my trust with that bank. Uh, I feel like I'm failing here as well. Even while I'm fully medicated, I feel tortured sometimes. I'm asking for your help. I need your prayers, forgiveness, and love and respect. I will always pray for you. I love you, and I ask God to bless you too. If Philippians 16:12 reminds us, we wrestle are not against flesh or blood, but against principalities, against power, against rules of darkness in the world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Please keep me in prayers, and I fight when I fight my spiritual battles. If you want to see this in some other language, there's a little thing up here on the top that says English. If you click on that, you go down to, you say you want it in Dutch and German. You click like that, and now it's in German with the German flag. Or if you go to um, English, it's back in English. If you want to see it in uh, Dutch, you can do it that way. If you want to see it in Chinese, you can go to China. I do have that's why I have this right here. It explains this. It says it. You look up on the top of the corner right there. Click on it. And I'm a YouTuber. I'm disabled, low income. This is my links, and this is in Chinese. Okay, all these different languages around the world. This is my ad. If you want to help me with donations or something, this is that for it. My note, my YouTube channels, my links, my YouTube videos that I've done for to try to represent the people I did they sent me stuff. I tried to represent them. My services. Do I choose me? My testimonials. My tech. Let me help your technology needs. My websites. Currently, I host on Name, Love Marie Treasures, and RV Mandy's Handy Mandy RV Repair. I've taken those both off the name. I've contacted them. I'm just waiting for them to work with me to transfer to their own name accounts. Um, Seaglass is no longer on my account. I've let it expire. Keto Meal Plan is currently down, needs to be repaired. Heart and Secure is my dad's website, deals with cardiovascular. I created it when he was alive after he was deceased, so I own it. Michael Goldie Live is my gaming footage, and I also have a Twitch um, site for Michael Goldie Live, and also have Sim Racing with Michael. I have a Nair Live with Kick, and I have Sim Racing with Michael, and also Sim Racing with Michael YouTube, and VR with Michael, spacesbox.com. And I used to have it where you click on one, you go to Spaces Box. If you click on the other, you go to Cooking with Space, my cooking channel. If you click on that links, you'll come to here. Um, if you want to join who be and you're a creator or your content, if if this say you were if you were Donald Trump wants to join it himself, or just say a dog wants to join it and wants to show his stuff, or he's a creator, Jay's 2 cents, or Linus Tech Tips, or anybody wanted to create it, one of those guys, you can go who me, log in or get started, just link the web in your who me and your link to it, sub sub creators, uh, events, how you can make it more interesting. I have tried to create something on my live to show how to do this. If you want to look at it, please do. I have no interest in there. I'm just doing it because it's free. I may have to go to open source version of it to do it. Maybe slower, but that's why I may have to do it. If you really want tasty food, I found this one, the mobile home Gorte. He makes some good food. He's on YouTube, and he also just is a great chef. He used to live in a mobile home. This is my website for my sister. I'm hoping she sells a lot of stuff today or tomorrow, and she also gives back. She's been beneficial in helping me. I pray for her. I hope the best for her. I don't know if I ever let her down or her husband. I guess I'm gonna add all these in there then. So let's do it. Mhm. This is how the powers most of the internet's powered by Linux. If it wasn't created, internet might not be the same. Also, there's another one with a little demon head on it called Unix. You can try different ISOs from different. mm, They're usually placed for just downloading it from one place, and you'd find all of them. Looks like DuckDuckGo. No, it doesn't look like that. And Reddit is a good source of information. The only thing I don't really like the Pure Phone completely blocking Reddit because there are some non-sexual good things on Reddit that are pretty decent, and they have sim racing also channel just deals with sim racing. With Pure Phone, I can't get that, and that's people learning how to sim race. I actually even tried to rent my sim racing out to let, but I can't do it now, I guess, because it's gone. My sim racing is gone. It's toast. If any of these links were any use to you, let me know. If any affiliates or use to, let me know. I appreciate you watching. Um, please click like and subscribe. Please help me spread the word. Help me support me. If you need, if you somebody goes after me, I'm in jail. Please be my lawyer or help me find someone to support me there. If you're, I trying to do the best I can for the world and trying to do the best I can for our nation, and I'm doing the best for all the worlds, and I'm also trying to do the best I can to spread what freedom means to me. It means all the things, the Constitution, the right to bear arms, the the amendments, all the things that make our nation unique and beautiful in the world. Please check out my affiliate links below. Patreon C Michael Gouldy, Vegan Works with Michael, Cooking with Space aka Michael Gouldy, spacesbox.com, spacesbox.com, charities I hope you support. Check out Vegan VR with Michael, check out michaelgouldy.live, check out somracingwithmichael.com. I can create websites or do tech services, possibly do social media advertising through Spacesbox LLC. Also, check out Michael Gouldy Live, Sim Racing with Michael, YouTube, all my links on Whobe. They're on the bio of spacesbox.com under links, or you can go to X and find it there. Check out my Patreon at Patreon C Michael Gouldy. Check out the Salvation Army Outgoing Program and Friendship Shelter and the Homeless Support Housing that support me along my journey, along with my brothers and sisters and family in both dimensions. Church of the Master helped me with battery, handyman needs RV repair, helped me with a radio repair. Donations via PayPal and Patreon currently none. Currently, no cash received. Memberships. Um, I've had 3 or 4 donations. One a thing to charge my wireless phone charging by USB. I had my Pixel phone that my friend gave me, and uh, um, a thing to lower the heat on my CPU, a GPU cooler, and then a the USB-C card. And then I have some donations from my brother and other people for what and then I've got donations along the way from pantries with food and other things. Um, Marie City Treasures. rewards.com is a great website. Similarly, amuseband.com or simply amuse on Spotify or simply amuse on topic on YouTube. Tag 321, Twitch TV Lord Jabu, spacesbox.com, my roommate, my family, God and Jesus, people of light, Mr. Beast, my Lions Tech Tips, Jay's 2 cents, all the Marty Carr mods, the Republican Party. I like Trump in the Apprentice. I liked him the first term, most of it, till I didn't think something with all the problems with the um, pandemic. And I chose to go with Biden. And then when he went with Biden, I was saddened to see the September 6th. I was saddened to see all the problems with September 6th, and I was saddened to see when I reported on my YouTube that I was attacked or something attacked me. Hi, and thank you. This is Michael from spacesbox.com, and this is also I'm from Sim Racing with Michael. Also, um, VR with Michael, Vegan Works with Michael, um, Cooking with Space, aka Michael Gouldy. I have like 13 different channels. I basically pay for my bills and live off a disability of 1,169 a month. I pay bills and rent, a required car payment, and rent when required. Currently, they are forgiving my rent, but I do pay rent. I pay with 1/3 a month. So Friendship does that through Friendship Shelter, through their homeless sport care housing program. Um, I live off of donations of various pantries and Friendship Shelter Inc. Those pantries are Solana Catholic Church, Thursday night meal at Church of Christ, and South County Outreach. And the Church of the Master also helped me with a battery. Churches have been really good to me. They're helping my friends and family. I take some friends to um, the meal at the Church of Christ, and I also take them uh, to the meal at or not to the pantry at South County Outreach. I do not take them to the my roommate used to go to Church of Master, but only I've taken my friends to um, also St. Killian's. They have a pantry too. Currently, I've had like 4 or 5 good donations, and those donations are StarTech. I got from StarTech a 2-port USB 3.1 PCI Express card from StarTech.com. Um, they had a great sports technician that set me up. His name's in my video. I got Mooka Perrins from my brother Rob. It's uh, I got Pure Phone Pixel 3 from Brandon. And his gamer's name's Pirate. He used to be gamer with me. Um, I got PC Cooler RT 500 from a fr- from a media at PC Cooler, and my roommate helps me with gas. Tag 321 for picking up my roommate when I can't and when I don't have time, and when sometimes he can't. She has to walk. I can't. My friend also creates great board games, and we beta test them on Thursday nights. Anyway, my sister owns El Marie Tree Shutters. She's a great sister, a photographer, a knowledgeable and sea glass expert. She also knows how to um, make different things. She's also a photographer and does photo shoots. She had her daughter is a great photographer also. I also have some loans with her husband, but and I have loans with Simply Muse Band. My friend, he's a great guy. Um, and my brother's helping with my phone. I usually have to do exercise for the phone. Patreon members, so become a member and be listed here. It starts 5 to 80. 80 months, you get a t-shirt and a tech support. But if you can help with PayPal donation, I need support to help me grow, be able to purchase stuff for review, find stuff to donate. Found a microwave in the trash and donated it to Friendship Shelter. I gave my old laptop to my family, and I have a lot of bills to pay in life to have. Please check out donations for donation requests at docs to Google document D, all that. And if you copy it down, it'll lead you to my document request for pins of the state of any of my YouTube channels to get me something to use and review on the channel. Counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I currently have no Patreon supporters. I would love you to be the first. I have no PayPal donations, so love you to be the first also. I have not sold any tech services recently. No advertising has been paid to Spacesbox LLC. I am trying to create a social media advertising agency through Spacesbox LLC. Please help me become my support, and thank you for your help. Appreciate your time. Thank you. Michael.Goldie@gmail is my contact. And there's also a new community on Steam, Steam community groups CWVGG. It's a Christian Christians with Voices gaming group. And if anybody is interested, check it out. Or if you don't have Voices, you want to enter a Christian group for gaming, you can join that. If you're not Christian and you just want to come for fellowship, you can too for that. But you know, if you come, you may hear something about Jesus. You might hear something about God, but then you might hear nothing. We just might game. Have a great day. Counting out 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, this is Michael Goldie. I'll, this is short, y'all. I love my family. You can check this out at Who Be Michael Goldie. YouTube, search for Michael Goldie. These are my views, not my family's or friends. I was a seized reporter in 2025, spacesbox.com. I'm a kind of a failure. Anyway, I hear voices and then I'm disabled. I'm low income and I'm on disability. So everything, all my money is kind of tight and I'm in debt and I was able to go back to school at 48 and get a bachelor's degree. So I'm really proud of that. My roommate, she went back and got 3 associates and a bachelor's degree. I do have associates also. Anyway, that's a different story. This link is about a letter that I wrote to that was on my website, and then I had some problems with this hand being on my door, and then a couple days or a week before that, my door, I can't get in my door anymore because my key won't work because somebody broke my thing where I can't use my car to get in. I have to use a key fob. It's kind of, yeah. Anyway, and I don't know if anything else is done on my car. I just got ready to replace, but it's kind of been depressing. Um, I appreciate everybody anybody who said anything good to me or bad to me. I appreciate your time. Anyway, these were the 2 videos. They're on my podcast and on my YouTube Shorts. First video is this one. Actually, it's this one.
Hey, this is Space, aka Michael Goldie, and this is Space's Box podcast, and I have this blue stuff, blue dye here, and I had a live on the ground here by my car, and blue dye over here, and everything else. It's more prevalent like 2 days ago when it happened, and then I have this hand. Well, I don't know what it is with blue dye on it. I don't know if some kid is trying to screw with me or not, but that's kind of strange. I'm a YouTuber, so I have strange people. But then I have blue on my door, and then I also have when my key is now broken, I can't get in, and I'm worried that my gas tank has issues, and I think I've been hit by racial terrorism or something. I don't know. It might just be complete bullshit. Anyway, um, check my links on spacesbox.com and um, on my more links on my podcast of things I'm doing. I might piss somebody off when I wrote stuff on that because I have different links on my Spaces box and also on my X and my other channels. I appreciate y'all watching. Um, Unfortunately, I did have another issue with this car. Is I had a radiator go out on me, and Handy Mandy Repair did replace the radiator, but I put some radiator stop solution in it, and I didn't start the engine, and I thought I washed it all out because it's all drained out, and when it drained out, I thought it was drained, but Mandy said that must be in the line because when she started the car, it started fumbling and stuff, and the engine started acting like it was going to blow. So I had to tow it back over here. I do believe that Handy Mandy's RV Repair is a good lady, and she does do good repair. And she gives great service. She did help me with the lifting a really heavy TV, and she gave me a donated TV that and some other stuff, and she's been really friendly. I don't have any problems with that, but I do have a problem with somebody's trying to screw with my car. I don't know who is screwing with my car. It could be just kids. It could be somebody else. But I don't know if this symbol matters. Blue in a hand. You tell me. Thank you for watching. This is Space with spacesbox.com and Spaces LLC, and have a great day. Hey, this is Michael with spacesbox.com. VR with Michael, Sim Racing with Michael, Michael Gouldy Live, and Vegan Works with Michael, Cooking with Space, aka Michael Gouldy. I just posted a post. This is going to be on my Spaces Box podcast feed of finding a hand on my car and some blue dye. I don't know if it's intimidation or if somebody just wants to screw with me. But also, if my key doesn't seem to work for my door. I don't know why it doesn't work. I've had some other issues with my car. They don't come to my door and talk to me, so I don't know who this is. But I did find a hand on my door, on the door jamb. I've gone ahead and taken it into my apartment. If anybody knows anything, let me know. If you've seen anything, let me know. I appreciate your help and your support. Please click like and subscribe on this channel. Please help me spread the word on my channels at spacesbox.com. I also have a new link on Hui. It's Hui, I think, Michael Gouldy. It's on spacesbox.com. It's also on X and my other channels. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. I'm also trying to make money through social media advertising through Spacesbox LLC. I can also try to make money if I do for tech services, possibly through spacesbox.com, or I can make money through Patreon, see Michael Gouldy, or PayPal donate. I've made no money so far. I have made some money, not money, but donations. I can show you a Pixel 3 phone that my friend that is a gamer that I used to know. He gave it to me for a review. Another one is a USB-C device. That was a PCI-C device that I put on my computer since I didn't have one, since I had the new AMD Socket 5 motherboard, so I could have USB-C. And I had other USB-C before. It did not work, but this one does. And it's fast. I need to still do a performance test on it. And thank you for all the opportunities that people have given me. Thank you for all the opportunities that people have let me enjoy. I appreciate everything I can do for you. Thank you. Check out all my channels and thank you for watching. Bye. And look in the details for more information.
Hey guys, see if I can move this around, make this big again. Um, I appreciate you watching. I'm having some problems with some blinding with my voice is blinding my eyes sometimes. Um, anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. Please click like and subscribe. If you can help me with making any money, I appreciate it. If you can help me with donations, I appreciate it. If you can help me spread the word on my websites or my YouTube. If you know anybody in Åland, Finland, or the Åland Islands now they're called, and Viking Line, there are the people there, the Rotary Club of Maryholm and Goodby. I'd love to go there and give them a talk about Rancho Santa Margarita, Amarillo, Texas, and Mission Viejo. Um, just to because I went home in disgrace. I traveled too much with my family and other things when I was there as a student, and I didn't learn Swedish. um, I didn't know when I went there. I was thinking it was gonna be Finnish, and then it became Swedish, and then I never learned. I was never able to learn fast enough and be beneficial to other people. Um, I did come back and worked really hard and got and graduated with my group and graduated with Tascosa group of 1991. I had a lot of great friends. I went to Stephen Junior High, was the last of the Stephen Junior High too because it became Stephen Middle School, and then I went to before that I was at St. Mary's, and then before that I was at Bivens. Before that I was at St. Andrews, and before that I was somewhere else, I guess, as a baby. Anyway, I appreciate all the friends and family I've been able to get. I'm one of the few people in my family that have attended both Tascosa and Amarillo High. During Hell Week, I was a swimmer for Tascosa, and I also attended Emerald High because I was doing electronics. Anyway, that's kind of a neat thing. With school history. Um, I I'm always happy to reconnect with other people, reconnect and have family. Um, I really wish that my friends back in Amarillo, I knew Matt Singleton, I know Tim Marsh, I know um, um, and Aaron Windenberg. We were all good friends back, and even rode with Aaron Windenberg at his uncle's house. A four-wheeler was kind of cool. And they're a friend I went horseback riding when I was in at the when I was at Stephen Junior High. But I would love to see Steven and Aaron's Steven somehow my friends from that time get back together. Aaron Windenberg's family and Tim Marsh's family. I know they had the chicken coop incident where they had Ben was stuck in a chicken coop by Mr. Marsh. I don't know what for, and then they sued each other and attacked each other. And I wonder if there's some way we could end that bad bad blood between each other, because I think Amarillo is a great town, a great city. Mission Rancho Santa Maria, where I currently live, is a really great city. Mission Viejo, where I lived before, was a great city. A lot of wonderful towns in the United States you can live at. um, Washington. There's I was able to live with in Rancho San in Highlands Ranch with my brother. Some sisters lived in Houston. Houston is a great town. I had my some family down in Houston. I have some family in different locations all over, and I know in the worlds I have family all over the place. And in the worlds I have family I don't know yet what we'll know. Um, I have family and friends in my mind through the worlds in this other dimension. I also have family and friends in this dimension. I have enemies in this dimension. I have enemies in the worlds. I have family in everybody I care for, and I try to connect. And I'm good to people that are good to me. If there's anything I can do to help you, let me help you. I will. If I can connect to you, I will. If I've stolen from you, I will try to pay you back. If there's any way I can connect or reconnect, I do pray that my friends somehow work things out in Amarillo, and will put that down, and maybe do other things. I'd love to reconnect from there. They were fun to hang out with during the Stephen Austin school, the high school, junior high days. Now it's middle school. Now Tascosa was my school I graduated from. Then I went to Texas A&M for the summer, and then I went and did Emerald College for 10 years. Graduated in 2001 with Emerald College degree with networking. Then now I'm out here, and I went back to school at University of North Texas somehow. I got a bachelor's degree in management eh, with um, um, with photography and management. Anyway, I really appreciate Texas. I really appreciate California. I appreciate all the states of the United States. We all became family. I hope that if there are other worlds in my head, the other worlds are connected in my head, and they're part of this new United States of the worlds or whatever it's called. I hope that they have found our family too, and when one is down, the other one can come up and help. And all these things, I pray in Jesus Christ's name. I pray, and thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Click subscribe. If you haven't, click like, click like. If you want to, you can send me an email at michael.gouldy@gmail. Also at space at spacesbox.com. You can also look at my website, spacesbox.com. You can also look at me at Michael Gouldy Who Me. Um, Thank you for your time and support. Have a great day. Let me put Spaces box down on here again. And then let's see if I can find the other link. I'm sorry. I hope I don't embarrass my family or my friends or people that know me back in Amarillo or other places. Friends in Olin, Finland, or friends all over the world or anywhere else. I'm hoping to make you proud of me. I hope you. I hope tomorrow you get back as a Get Back Tuesday if you live in the United States or in the world, or or if you live anywhere else. You can always give back by helping your family and friends. People, if you don't have family and friends, maybe help the you. What family is people that you get to know, and you 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 cherish the time with those people. My roommate, I've known for 10 years, so she's family. My old roommate, I've known him for 12 or a long time, so he's kind of family. And you have good family and bad family. So, as long as you enjoy it, you have to enjoy your family and all these things. I hope you have a great day. Talk to you later.